Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of Encore's 2020 Heart to Heart celebration. As the former Director of Operations for 42 years and one of the co-founders, along with Sister Elizabeth Hasselt, former Executive Director until 2018, and Father George Moore, who played the initial role in planting the seeds of Encore, I would like to express deep appreciation and admiration for all who traveled and still travel this journey with us, a journey to ease the burden of so many people in need. In thinking of this milestone in Encore's life, and having been given the privilege of being at the birth and growth of this incredible organization, it is important to note that Encore's journey over all the years has never been done in isolation. It's been done with the assistance and involvement of thousands of volunteers, donors, benefactors, and an incredibly dedicated and hardworking staff. Included, of course, are the thousands of elderly New Yorkers that Encore has and continues to have the privilege of serving. They are the lifeblood of Encore, and they have been the life source and builders of this great city of ours, and we owe them so very much. Encore will always remain an integral part of our minds and souls. With the core of his mission always a heart filled with justice, dedication, and commitment to serving our elderly in need, especially many suffering from food deprivation and serious housing, financial, and health issues. The Home Delivered Meals program is a clear example of Encore's response to a food crisis that has now, more than ever, hit so many elderly so quickly, making them far more vulnerable to all sorts of health issues. At this time in our country, the need to keep our frail elderly safe and secure is even more acute day by day. Encore will continue to do its work, but it cannot do it without you, as you are all important threads that weave Encore's tapestry of service. Encore has been through some difficult times in its history, but it has never walked away. It will be here now as always to serve one of the most vulnerable populations in our city. And to do this, we need all of you working with us. Thank you, God bless you, and stay safe.
Good evening, my beloved brothers and sisters. I'm not here advocating for seniors. I am here advocating for the elderly. The elderly are those of us who are elderly and are still kicking ass. It is our responsibility as the elderly, those who continue to take care of those who have not.
All of us at Encore miss seeing you in person at our Heart to Heart event this year. However, the heart will go on. Welcome to our virtual celebration of the resilient seniors who are at the heart of Encore's mission. Our amazing staff, our community partners, volunteers, and donors who have kept Encore's heart beating during this unprecedented time. While many businesses have been forced to close in these challenging times, Encore has expanded its capacity, serving a community that is one of the most vulnerable to the effects of COVID-19. Your support has been a lifeline, and we hope you renew your traditional heart-to-heart gift to allow Encore to meet and exceed the level of support our seniors need. These are our stories from the heart.
First met with the team at Encore, it was very clear immediately that they're doing everything they can to take care of their seniors, whether it be on site or in the seniors' homes. And of course, a big part of the services in which they provide is the food itself.
Todos somos una familia cuando estamos almorzando en Encore.
I feel like when people think about providing food to seniors, they think of the bare minimum, providing a palatable meal that meets very strict nutritional guidelines. And sure, providing a nutritious meal is extremely important, specifically with seniors in the stage of life that they're in. With that said, there's so much more to it. We want to make a meal that's super delicious. And maybe most importantly, we want to make a meal that when the seniors receive it, they know that people really thought about it and they worked really hard to prepare it.
Hi, I'm a recipient for Encore, and I just wanted to say I'm giving props to somebody. Whoever made the baked ziti was awesome. I mean, it was just like 10 out of 10 gold stars for me. Anyway, it's just what I'd want to make somebody's day, make somebody feel happy, because I'm thrilled that Encore exists.
I really feel that because of the current situation, there's never been a more important time to provide these seniors with really thoughtfully prepared meals.
But whoever made the baked ziti, that was fabulous. Anyway.
La comida es deliciosa.
My favorite part of Encore is the food, and I always eat the food. I eat as much as I can.
When I finally get better, what I'd like to do is work with them, because I know how much I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for all your help. I really appreciate the service. Thank you. Bye.
During this crisis, Encore has served over 80,000 meals and performed over 6,000 wellness check-ins and friendly phone calls to people often left in isolation during this entire time. Thanks to supporters like you, we've met 30% increase in demand for our home-delivered meals. If you want to help, you can make a donation right now using the link below. Thank you for your support of Encore and the seniors we serve. You are the heart of Encore.
Without their services, I very well might not even be here. I could never thank you enough from the very depths of my heart and of my soul.
On March 8th, I developed some symptoms, and I was quarantined at the Crown Plaza Hotel for 2 weeks. And during the time I was there, I was treated with excellent care from Encore. I was fed every day.
So I'm here dropping off the meal before I go home, go and deliver this meal. That is possibly the only access to food that this client will have during this weekend.
Encore, en este momento tan difícil que estamos pasando, ha estado pendiente de todas las personas que estábamos en cuarentena. Tanto en comida, llamando, ustedes necesitan, tú necesitas algo, le tienes comida, ¿cómo te sientes? Eso vale mucho. Encore ayuda en todos los aspectos. Si hay que darle una camisa a un envejeciente, se le da. Si una mujer necesita un vestido, un abrigo, unos zapatos, se le da. Por eso, repito, como Encore no hay dos.
Hi, I'm Rita Moreno, and I'm delighted to speak to all of you brave New Yorkers who have somehow managed not to be completely rocked to the core by the past 100 days, and I fear it's going to be more than that. First by an invisible and tiny but lethal virus, and then by this new movement for justice, which is pretty thrilling. Today, I'm honored to support your efforts as we celebrate the amazing work that Encore Senior Services has done during these horrific times, feeding and caring for thousands of older New Yorkers like me. I am 88 and living in the theater district where I spent some wildly happy times. And by the way, I still have an apartment on the west side near Broadway. Won't say where. Anyway, Encore Senior Services is called the longest act of loving care. And I am absolutely honored to support this work. We know New Yorkers are strong and resilient, and I love the way the governor puts it, tough New Yorkers, and are loving and generous. Thank you all for what you and your families and friends have done for this amazing organization. Have good days, but especially have safe days. Don't relax the rules. This hasn't gone away by a long shot. Use that mask.
Hey there, I'm Bobby Condon. I work for Lion King normally. I am making masks for Encore, for their staff, for their volunteers, for their seniors that come in that need, anyone that needs one, basically. I just think Encore's is a great organization. The dedication, I can't say that enough, and the want to help people that these volunteers put out is just incredible. You should check them out. All right, stay safe.
I'm Lorraine Cortez Vasquez, Commissioner for the New York City Department for the Aging. Encore has always been prepared to handle any challenge that it has confronted it. Encore is ready, prepared, and continues to serve. They've never skipped a beat during this pandemic to not only provide meal services, or whether it was the virtual services, the very creative programming that they've done during the pandemic to make sure that older New Yorkers are not isolated.
When the virus first hit and the classes were canceled, I was so nervous that we weren't going to have anything to do anymore. But now that Sandy's been so kind to put in digital format and send us the homework and everything, it really gives me something to do that I don't have to think about what's going on outside there.
Yeah, I agree. The creative writing class has meant the world to me. It's also opened me up to something that I didn't do before. Meeting new people and also just putting thoughts to paper. It's amazing. And if you're new, please keep coming. It's awesome. It'll do a world of good for you.
Over the past 23 years, hundreds of Mizuho employees have volunteered at Encore, working in the kitchen, offering financial education. And when the pandemic hit and volunteering in person really became impossible, we reached out to Encore and asked how we could help.
Every day we get a call and they see how we're feeling. We're eating and a lot of things just to make sure we're okay, basically.
And the great thing is we were able to help Encore test and launch a friendly call pilot program.
Considering what we're dealing with, they're making it comfortable like a family.
Hi, I'm Casey Waltz, and I work at Mizuho Americas.
My name is Wilfred Llewellyn, and I work with Mizuho.
My name is Tom. I work for Mizuho.
And this is Baby QT, and I've been part of the program for about a year now.
I started volunteering for Encore probably close to 13 or 14 years ago.
I have volunteered with Encore for over 12 years.
This shutdown has really been very difficult for me. I'm a senior, you can see.
With the pandemic going on, there seemed to be so little that I could actually do about it.
My doctor said, do not go out. She said, do not go out. Do not go out to pick up your mail. Do not go out to take out your garbage. Huh? So I am alone. I am really alone, except for the phone calls.
We often spend, quite a few minutes on the phone chatting.
Very thankful that I actually was given the opportunity to do this.
I have enjoyed everything about it.
Our conversations are just delightful.
I've learned quite a lot about her, and she's actually learned about me too, because we talk about our different situations.
And found out, that we do have a lot in common.
She's become a friend.
On our first phone call, she told me that she was rereading one of her favorite books, Jane Eyre, and that's one of my favorite books.
We basically lived in the same neighborhood about 25 years apart.
It came out that he was a professional singer.
Not just somebody who's doing something, because I signed up and I'm doing wrong.
She recommended a couple books to me.
So he started telling me stories about the neighborhood.
He told me, if you look it up, you can find it on YouTube.
But I was like, yes, I remember over there. So we just kept bantering back and forth.
And I've gone ahead and ordered them.
So I did go to YouTube and I heard some of his group singing, which I thought was really great.
We now have our little kind of book club.
She's become a friend, and that's so important.
We basically have a bond. We basically just look forward to speaking to each other.
It's been the help has been wonderful for me, because this has been a very, very difficult time for me.
We've been talking about, once this COVID is lifted, to try to meet in person and go out maybe for lunch or for dinner.
I appreciate it very much. It's been one
great time. I look forward to continue speaking with them.
I'm alone, but I'm not alone, because there are people who I'm connecting with.
Hello, I am Julia Johannes, and I'm the volunteer coordinator and a session leader with Sing for Your Seniors. I first came to Encore back in 2013 with Sing for Your Seniors, just as a performer before I was a session leader. And it's one of my favorite centers that we serve, because it's such a vibrant, wonderful community, and you meet all kinds of fascinating people with such different stories and histories, and a lot of characters as well. Encore is such an incredibly important staple of the Midtown community. They're such a beacon of support for all of those seniors, and I just want the world to know all the amazing work that they do, and I want to encourage everyone to support them in any way that they can, whether that's financially or volunteering your time. They just are so incredibly amazing and really, really deserve your support and your help. They need us, and we need them, and we thank them for all of their amazing work that they do.
We knew we wanted to do something to support the community in this difficult time. And as I always say, I have nothing to complain about, but I know a lot of people are going through a hard time. And through my wife, she was the first that actually came for one visit where she was doing deliveries. And she shared her experience with me, and it was quite touching, I would say.
It was just such a shock for me to be going to seniors in the middle of Midtown, in a city that I have been living for such a long time, and seeing that really changed my whole perspective, and I just came back and back and back.
It's just so nice to see people from all over the city helping, and you develop bonds. It's interesting, in the an hour and a half, 2 hours that you're here, you start developing bonds, and it just energizes you so much to see people actually doing things for others, and people from all walks of life.
We hope you enjoyed watching our video this evening. It does not take the place of gathering in person, but we wanted you to have a snapshot to see what Encore's been up to, keeping seniors nourished, safe, and connected throughout the coronavirus pandemic. Tonight would have been Encore's 30th annual Heart to Heart Awards benefit. We're so sad that we can't gather in person for Heart to Heart. It's normally a wonderful, lovely evening, and it's also Encore's major annual fundraiser. This is why it is so important that you make a donation today in order to help keep Encore's critical, life-saving work going. It's your donation that allows Encore to deliver a home-cooked meal to seniors who cannot leave their homes. It is your donation that allows Encore to make sure seniors have all of the household items they need to be safe. And it is your donation and it is your volunteerism that allows Encore to keep seniors connected, to provide a friendly voice, and to help them feel respected and loved and cherished as they should be. Your donation allows Encore to give back to seniors who have given so much to New York City. Please consider making a donation today. You can go to www.encorenyc.org and make your donation. You are the heart of Encore.
You are the heart of Encore.
You're the heart of Encore.
You are the heart of Encore.
You are the heart of Encore. You are the heart of Encore. You are the heart of Encore.
You are the heart of Encore. Eres el corazón de Encore. You are the heart of Encore.
Forget your trouble, happy days. Come on, get happy. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. The sun is shining all together. Come on, get happy. Shout it now, there's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again. We're heading across the river, soon your cares will all be gone. There'll be no more from now on. From now on, again, happy days. Come on, get happy. Are here again. You better chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah. Come on, get happy. Happy times. Happy times.